Hello guys, we are just going to jump right into this video. Having a little bit of a mentee problem, so we're just going to troop on. Just gonna troop on like nothing is wrong. Is anybody like a high functioning depression, anxiety girly? Can anybody identify? Because I'm going through it right now. Life is just hard, but we are just going to play with makeup and see if we can cheer ourselves up. We are going out for the night, so let's get ready together. Okay, first things first, we have to get the brows right. I don't even know if I'll be talking about the products in this video. Let's just talk. Let's just chit chat. Yeah, life is hard, work is hard. There are some particular triggers in my life, but overall, I'm just struggling. I don't know. I just feel like it's time for change in life. Like, I don't know, you know? And I'm not talking about just acting on impulse and like that kind of change. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like something real and meaningful in terms of like career, in terms of like moving forward in life. It's really hard, like with social media, and I'm sure a lot of you baddies can agree. It is really hard on social media when you're posting every day and things just aren't going the way you want them to go. And you put so much time and effort into the videos and things just, it's not clicking. I 1000% did forget to turn the light on, but now it is on, so hopefully the quality is a little bit better. But yeah, it's just really difficult when you're putting so much effort, you're filming videos, you're editing content, like I don't know, and it's just not going the way you want it to go. And I feel like I want so much more out of life, and I don't know. It's just really hard. This is either going to be a huge mistake or maybe somebody will see it and be able to relate to what I'm saying, but last year around March, I had a really bad mental breakdown. A little mentee bee, and it's something I was struggling with for a while, but I guess I didn't realize how bad things were getting. And luckily I was able to get the help that I needed. I was able to identify within myself that, okay, you need this additional help. You need additional help. What you're doing right now isn't working, and to be a functioning human being, you need some more help. So I reached out, I got whatever help I needed. I was starting to feel better, but I don't know, things happen and you have your ups and your downs, of course. But the downs have been downing lately. And it's really frustrating when you feel like there are certain things you want to accomplish in life and you feel like you're not able to, or you're trying so hard to get there but you're not sure like what else do I have to do, universe? Can you tell me? That'd be great if you can just tell me and not have me just stalling out here. And I don't know if this is me sharing too much, if I'm gonna get in trouble for posting this, but it was something, it was really hard on me, and there were certain things in my life that I had to let go of at the time, because it wasn't in terms of my job. And I don't recommend ever doing that. If you have a really hard time, yes, sometimes like things can seem really hard, and like having to work through that and everything is really hard. It's not something I recommend, but it was an unfortunate decision that I did make. Actually, no, it was good for me. It was good to get some of that clarity. I was in a primarily customer facing opportunities, and people are mean. People are mean. So I had to take a step back. I was fortunate enough to be able to find another job immediately after, because I realized I messed up. And at the age of 25, I was 25 at the time, you can't just not have a job, But it's really hard just adulting. I graduated in 2019 and I wasn't working at that time. I had this page called Villa de Chic Designs. I was making my own clothing, I thought that was going to take off, but it didn't. You know how it goes. It didn't. And then in 2020, the pandemic hit. And I have a degree in economics, but I'm not at all putting that degree to use right now. Yeah, I'm not talking much about the makeup process. We're chit-chatting, you know, just two depressed girlies talking to each other. But yeah, also with everything going on in the world right now, it's really hard. And I've seen a lot of posts saying that, you know, it's privilege that we have the ability to just block it out, like on social media. If you see something that you're not comfortable with, you could just block it out on social media, and they are living through this trauma. There's just a lot of trauma. There's a lot of loss going on in the world right now, and it's really hard to mentally navigate that. There's a lot of strong, hateful terminology being thrown around in the mix, and it's just very hard to have even intelligent discord just to get some insight, to stay educated. It's really hard to get some intelligent discord with people, because this is just a really painful time all around. Fun fact about me, I had stopped therapy due to, you know, I was turning 25 to 26. So due to that, my the therapist that I was with no longer took my insurance, and I was like, you know what, I was feeling like kind of ready to just to kind of graduate from therapy. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. And anyway, so I have found myself back in therapy. So we are taking the steps, you know. It's just not happening as fast as I would like, but we are taking the steps because, you know, life is hard. And to me, I'm a firm believer that everyone needs therapy. Even if you're not going through like a really traumatic time, you need therapy. Or even if you haven't gone through something traumatic, I feel like you need therapy because there are things that, everyday stressors that you don't know how they are going to end up affecting you. And just to stay on top of it and be aware of your mental health, because it doesn't only affect you, it affects the people around you as well. And it can be very difficult because sometimes people around you don't know how to navigate it. You don't even know how to navigate it. So it's really important to get the help you need, not just for you, but for other people as well. I don't know, how do you guys navigate it, like when you are just sad? How do you guys go through it? Also, I will say one thing, like after Christmas, the seasonal affect depression or something, whatever it is, that gets to me. It's been a struggle the past few years. This year was actually the one time, like around January time, that's when it usually hits the worst. But this year was actually great because, you know, I was in therapy, I was doing the thing, I was working the process, but now I'm not. So I'm super worried. Well, now I'm just getting back into it. So I'm super worried about how the winter will be, but hopefully it won't be a struggle. Also, I've been binge watching SVU, and I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah, it's probably not good considering my mental health right now, because there are some very tragic and sad stories on here. We are going to set the under eye for maximum hotness. In with Urban Decay 0. Line, like the inside of the eye, makes me feel hotter. For maximum hotness, we are going to go in with MAC Gleamscape. For melting the powders purposes, we are going in with Rare Beauty. And for staying power, we are going in with e.l.f. the Green Mist.